Deep in the rolling green hills of Sunnydale Farm lived Santi, the biggest hog anyone had ever seen. Santi wasn't just huge, he was enormous. His shiny pink belly wobbled when he walked. His snout was wide enough to nudge open barn doors, and his curly tail was as thick as a rope. But Santi's size wasn't the only thing that made him special. He had the kindest heart on the farm. One sunny morning, the farmer called all the animals together. "Listen up, everyone," he announced. "The county fair is coming, and we need a farm to represent us in the big parade of pride." The animals buzzed with excitement. The prize for winning was a sparkling blue ribbon and a giant basket of treats for the whole farm. "We need a star," said Penelope the pony. "Someone big, bold, and beautiful. Someone who represents everything we love about Sunnydale Farm," added Daisy the cow. All eyes turned to Santi. He was big, bold, and full of Sunnydale pride. But Santi hesitated. "I'm not sure," he said shyly. "What if I trip or take up too much space in the parade?" His best friend, Pippa the piglet, squeaked up. "Santi, you're the perfect choice. You're not just huge, you're a huge help to all of us. Remember when you helped the farmer pull the wagon out of the mud? Or when you scared away the crows from the cornfield? You're our hero." The other animals cheered in agreement, and Santi finally smiled. "Okay," he said, "I'll try." The next week, the farm animals helped Santi get ready for the parade. The hens made him a crown of flowers. The sheep braided ribbons into his curly tail, and the ducks polished his hooves until they shone. Santi practiced walking proudly, holding his head high and waving his tail in a friendly swish. On the day of the county fair, the animals marched behind Santi as he led Sunnydale Farm in the parade of pride. Crowds lined the streets, cheering and clapping. Santi's size wasn't a problem at all. In fact, it was his greatest strength. He carried the farm's banner high, waved his snout in a friendly salute, and even helped a little girl find her drop balloon with his big nose. By the end of the parade, the judges were smiling and nodding. The announcement came over the loudspeaker. "The winner of this year's Parade of Pride is Sunnydale Farm, led by Santi the Huge Hog." The animals erupted in cheers as the judge placed the blue ribbon around Santi's neck. Back at the farm, they shared the basket of treats and celebrated. That night, Santi looked at the ribbon hanging on the barn wall. "I guess being huge isn't so bad after all," he said, grinning. Pippa nudged his side and squealed. "Huge! You're more than huge, Santi. You're a huge hero." And from that day on, Santi the Huge Hog wore his size and his smile with pride, knowing that being himself was the best thing he could ever be.